For those of y'all that don't know, these are about to be the craziest test of the whole video here. Everyone wants to know, Blackstone or Shelterer? What's better? Well, you came here, so you're about to find out. We're now finally at 860 subscribers on the channel. Thank you so much. Please consider subscribing, man. It helps a ton. You are loved. You are amazing. Today we have another one human banger build for you. The other one did really good. So now we're going to pop into another one, the KVD Boom Boom Bang. Hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. And for those of y'all that don't know, we have Endless Dreams coming on the 2nd, which is in a few days. And we have Seeds of Trouble coming on the 9th. And we have One Human Mobile coming on the 23rd. We'll be covering all of this. We're playing live here on the channel over on Twitch and YouTube. So you can follow, subscribe, hit the bell, join the family, man. KVD Boom Boom, man. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about this gun. A lot of people make videos on it, make comments. I'm new to the build videos, but I understand this game more like the back man than you know. So back to Trust Dummy right here. The trusty bang bang boom right there. Look at that. First bullet, first explosion. Okay, we're already starting the rifle. One bullet with 13,000 DPS. Oh my gosh, let's get into the build. Now, one thing about this build, we're gonna run what is that? We're gonna run 1, 2, 3, 4 tests. I like to cover what I think is best, and I like to cover what y'all see on YouTube videos. A lot of y'all watch a lot of YouTube videos, y'all just see the first YouTube video, you make the build. This is not gonna work. And if you don't break it down and find out what best works for you to play, as well as what can consistently be great. Now here, first build we're gonna do is a 4 Shelterer with the barbecue gloves, renegade boots. We want that reload speed because this is an LMG. It takes a long time to reload it, so the faster we get reloaded, the faster we get up running doing damage. That's the best. The barbecue gloves now. Barbecue gloves are really good to run when running the flame residence on your main weapon. So if you're going to be running barbecue gloves, run flame residence. If you're running, for example, the hardy gloves, okay? Let's go get the hardy gloves on. If you run the hardy gloves, you're going to want to run a mod called Embers. So come over here to fire. It's going to be called Embers. I got to find it again. Here it is. Embers talent right here. I don't want to upgrade it. That's just me personally, because I like flame res better. But Embers on the hardy gloves is going to allow you to do more pop, more damage, more go. Because here it is right here. When burn remove, you lose only half your stacks. Let me show you why. So we're going to go ahead and equip it on the gun. When you come down to hardy gloves, it says add a full stack. Burn will cause an explosion that deals damage up to 300% PSI intensity, removing all stacks of burn. So instead of removing all of it with the embers on, you're only going to removing half. So you can build it up quicker, blow up, build it up quicker, blow it up, build it up quicker. So that's what you want to do with the hardy gloves, is build as fast, burn as fast as you can, reload quickly. That's what the hardy gloves are all about. They're about what barbecue gloves, hardy gloves, depending on how you want to play. Do you want to get a lot of burst damage, or do you want to do continuous damage? I will be testing hardy gloves and barbecue gloves on all 4 builds. So we'll do this build with barbecue glove, this build with hardy glove. Just remember, you're going to want to change that mod out. If you don't change that mod out, it'll take a lot longer to build a stack some hardy gloves. It'll take you forever. So let's get into the first test. We'll do tests with Pyro Dino. That will obviously be the deviant you want to run with this. I'll show you my dino right now. This is my current dino setup. He is a 3-2 lunar dino. I just like them better. I like the red. You can use either Pyro Dino you like, regular or lunar. It's up to you. And secondary deviant you could run with it is the festering gel. If you're just dying a lot. I know a lot of mobiles gonna come out, something like that. People are new to the game. If you have a hard time living, you can run gel, but you're gonna severely take a way low damage. So if you're just trying to do damage only, dino. If you don't care about damage, you want to live and just enjoy the gun, you want to go with festering gel. But you want to get, everybody wants the damage, so let's go with the dino. All right, here we go. First test will be the KVD Boom Boom with flame residence, barbecue gloves, renegade, and 4 Shelterer. We're going to do 1 full clip for each chest, and then we'll switch over to hardy gloves. Same thing, switching the mod over. Let's go. Let's see what we get ourselves into. Non-buff, 21. Okay, not bad. 21, 304. Okay. And now we're going to switch over to the Hardy Gloves. And remember, we want to switch the mod over to Embers. First test, but change gloves. Here we go. Let's see what we got. I'm kind of curious how this first one goes. You can tell we are getting more explosions. Definitely more explosions. 18, so not as much damage, but we have 18 on that one. Okay. Now going into our second gear set that has been asked me to run this by my community known as the Gnome Army. Let's appreciate them tuning in the streams and give me that wonderful suggestion. Is running 3 Shelter and 2 Savior. And you're probably wondering, why Savior? Let me show you. So, on the Savior, you have right here, medicine. Yeah, on the Savior, you have medicine cooldown, which is nice. You know, you can get the heals off better. But what we're going to go for is a 2 set, which when HP is above 70%, you get weapon and stat damage 10%. Let's see if that makes a difference from the 4-piece Shelter. Let's get it. Second armor set, 2 Savior, 3 Shelter. Let's see what we get ourselves into with these barbecue gloves. I'm curious what we're looking like with the extra 10%. Will it make an actual difference? We were still at about 21 there between the 2 Savior and the 2 Savior. 4 Shelter, 2 Savior. So still about 21 right there. Okay, that's interesting. We're switching the Hardy Gloves out. I'll always remind you this. Please put on the Embers. If you don't, man, you're wasting so much damage, so much time, because it's gonna take away the full deal, and it's gonna be a pain in the back. But yeah, let's get the test right now with 3 Shelter, 2 Savior, Hardy Glove. Let's go. Let's see if we can make a difference with 10% with this build, because this is more burst related. It definitely could do better, or it could be the same. Okay, so it's 18, so it is still about the same. So whether you run 4 Shelter or 2 Savior, you're doing about the same damage regardless. So that's good to see that that's the same. So you can run whatever you like, whatever you have. You have the 4 Shelter or you have the 2 Savior. Either way, we're doing about the same DPS, which is great. So now we have a 3rd armor set to do and a 4th armor set to do. Let's go. For those y'all that don't know, these are about to be the craziest test of the whole video here. Everyone wants to know, Blackstone or Shelterer? What's better? Well, you came here, so you're about to find out. Here it is right here. These are the final 2 sets we'll be trying. Is the 4 Blackstone with 1 Bastille. Bastille gives you that additional weapon damage of 10%, which is very similar to the Savior. But now it's not weapon in status. It's just regular weapon damage when you're above 70% HP, which it should be easy to stay above that 70%. That way you just keep meta up, you'll be good to go. So 4 Blackstone, 1 Bastille, and Barbecue. We're going to try with the Barbecue and the Hardy Gloves, and then we'll go over to doing 4 Shelterer with the 1 Bastille. Stay tuned. Let's get it with test number 3. Let's get the 3rd test. Let's go. 4 Blackstone, 1 Bastille. I am so curious. What is better, Blackstone or Shelter? Oh, we got a 19. Okay, we got a 19K there. 19K, interesting. Now we get the Hardy Gloves on with the Embers. Okay, now we're doing the 4 Blackstone, 1 Bastille with the Hardy Gloves with the Embers mod. Let's go. Test number 3, part 2. Let's get it. A lot of people always saying, oh, Shelter's better, oh, Blackstone better. Well, we're about to find out. We got a lot of explosions. We're still only maxed out at 18. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Now I'm going to the 4th and final test. All we did is change the Shelter. 4 Shelter with the same Bastille boots. We're going to do Barbecue and Hardy. We want to see who is actually better. Who's better? We'll see. Blackstone or Shelter? Let's go. Test number 4, part 1. Here we go. I am so curious. I'm so curious. We even got a little bit into 20 there, but mainly 19. So it's okay right now. It's looking like, you know, we'll see. We're making a write down right now. Here we go. All we do is change to the hardy gloves. So let's see. Shelter with 1 Bastille. Hardy gloves and embers. You can see the burst going crazy. Okay, wait a second. For those of y'all new to my build videos, we do 3 tests of every single build. So I'm gonna go test all 4 builds 3 times. So I'll be right back. I just want to give you the first test, raw numbers. I'll let you know what I get. Let's get into the test. After doing all 3 tests of all 4 builds, literally the best build right now is for Shelter with the Renegade boots. I don't know why the Renegade boots with just a reload speed, I'm not doing the test, literally never reloaded. So honestly, just running the Shelter goes crazy. So you can do Shelter, and the reason why, I'm gonna tell you why the Bastille, which gave you the 10% weapon damage on this build, weapon damage doesn't matter. It's what you want to build elemental, right? So let's get into more detailed breakdown of what more you can do to make this build even better. But yes, the best armor set you want to run is for Shelter, and I run Renegade. You want the reload. So I was going to say, the next part of the build is what's better, barbecue gloves or hardy gloves? I'm telling you right now, barbecue gloves right here, hands down, did way better than embers. But again, it's up to you. Barbecue gloves with the flame resonance, the continuation damage over time is just better overall damage, while the hardy gloves and the embers will be big burst damage. So I'll be better at clearing out groups of mobs like hella. So if you're running Silo XE1, you're probably gonna run the hardy gloves with the embers because there's so many mobs, so many, gotta pop a lot, do a lot of damage. While if you're gonna be doing main big bosses, which is a big deal in Once Human, you want to melt bosses, barbecue gloves, flame resonance, that's what you want to run. Now let's get into more details on how you can get more damage to this build. Let's start with the mods, and we'll get more and more detailed upon how to run this build, how to make it better. Let's go. So how you want to run this gun more, like I said before, flame resonance is the mod you want to run your gun. With the accessory, you want to build accuracy. I almost said, I don't know what I just said. Accuracy. You want to run accuracy. You want to get the accuracy as high as you possibly can with this being an LMG. Accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. Stability is nice, but accuracy is king when it comes to building on this gun. So be sure to get accuracy as high as you can, or get both of these stability and accuracy as high as you can. What I'm running is a hammer, compact, tactical, and just the purple. I don't run the gold just because it lowers me too much. So this is what I run. Get the reload speed up and accuracy up as best you can. Going to my secondary, I run a wildfire pistol with vulnerability, amplifier, of course, giving us some more damage. I'll do a full, actually big damage run at the end of this video to show you everything together, how to use it together, how to do damage. And on melee, I run long axe with the durable territory, because every hit landed while in the Fortress Warfare will extend the Fortress Warfare by 1 second up to 5 seconds. You're going to be doing damage you're going to do definitely going to do 5 bullets, so you definitely get the extra 5%, which gives you the extra damage up while in the Fortress Warfare. It's really good. You want to run this mod with your axe for sure. Now, getting into the armor mods. So on the first one, on the hat, you want to run Deviant Expert. The reason why you want to run this one over Work of Proficiency, because on this one, not only are you getting the stats of 20%, which will be the same with Work, but because you have the fire rate by 10%. More fire rate equals more damage, and you have the reload speed on your other gear. You got to run this 100%. Not a lot of things give you fire rate. Take the fire rate, take the status damage. Deviation Expert's the best. Now on the mask, you want to run Blaze Amplifier. There really is no other one you can run here besides Blaze Amplifier. Again, remind you, run talents, run elemental on this build. That is the best thing on this build, is elemental, elemental, elemental. Or you can get, of course, Blaze damage as well on your mods. But yeah, Blaze Amplifier is really good. Every second burn gives you 3% extra PSI intensity. So getting the burn built up, why the build does really well with the barbecue and flame resistance, because the burn will stay there. You keep the PSI higher, you keep doing your damage. Now with your top, the best one in my opinion will always be flame resonance, because you get the status and the elemental with it back to back. That's the best blue one I have that I can run right now, with the status damage and a blue static elemental damage. You can run 2 other ones depending on your build type and what you want to do. So these are the other 2 you can run. Either quick comeback, which is when you're in the heal shot, movement speed 20% while it reveals or refills your magazine. So you could do that to get a full magazine if you want. It does decent. And you can also get some decent stats in here. If you can get a really good stat, if you get a quick combat with talents and get a really good, line up, good stats, good elemental, right? Then you can do this. It'd be really good. I personally don't have any good ones, but this is an option. Or the other one is rejuvenating. Rejuvenating, so every time your HP is above 6%, you get a kill, you recover 50% HP. That's another one you can just basically live forever. As long as you keep your HP topped off, you keep doing damage, keep doing your thing. As long as you get a good elemental, a good stats damage on here, you can run this as well. So whichever one you rather get, would you rather have unlimited ammo basically, or would you rather have HP forever? That's on you. The choice is yours, or you can run a blue like I do. I like to just go all damage. That's what I do. But these are 2 other options you could run on your top. Now talking about pants. You can run 2 mods here. The first mod, which I think is better, is Reload Rampage. You want a talent one. I don't have a talent one. But after killing an enemy, you refill 2 bullets from reserves into your magazine. And, this is just weapon and status damage plus 10% into your next reload. So you always will have weapon and status damage plus 10% with this mod at all times. But also, while you're clearing out mobs, you can have unlimited ammo. So unlimited ammo, unlimited weapon and status damage. This is a great mod to have for your pants. Well, the other one you could run if you don't have the one I just showed you is Bullet Siphon. When weapon damage, 5%. Every 5 bullets consumed in the magazine grants 4% weapon damage, capped at 20%. So again, you could run this and get weapon damage up if you wanted to. But again, weapon damage is not going to do it for this build. But it still is really good damage you can run while waiting to get the one I just showed you, which would be Reload Rampage. Really good. It really should be the only pants mob, but you can run another one if you don't have this one, because apparently it's rare. People have a hard time getting it. This is what you want. Now coming to the gloves, you want Elemental Overload. In my opinion, this should be the only one you get for your gloves. It's honestly best. It builds Elemental, double Elemental, boom, boom. It does great. You have the status damage on it. You could do the other one with the status, which I think is called, Status Enhancement. You could run this too. You could. But again, Elemental, you want to build this build. Very important. Elemental. Run the Elemental Overload. It does really great. Hence the boots. Covered in advance is amazing. It's one of the best boot mod out there. But there's one more that could be better when you're in a lunar scenario, or if you can't get heals, okay? Lunar scenario or can't get heals, right? You're fighting a bunch of things. You're taking a lot of damage. You can run this right here. It's called Rush Hour. It is so good. Every 10% HP loss gets 4% melee, weapon, and status. This is really, really good. The only time this beats covered advanced is when you're under 50% HP. So when you get to 40% HP, 30, 20, 10, like if you like playing small margins and you can I can live with like a little bit HP, this right here will give you a better buff of damage than covered in advanced. But if you don't like playing low HP, like I don't want a chance, I'm gonna go down all the time, then run covered advanced. But the Rush Hour, you can get even higher buffs running this, but you have to be under 50% to be better than covered advanced. You have to be. That's the only way numbers work. So you run at 40% HP. Now you run Rush Hour. That's the best. That's the best one. But if you're running 50% HP, it's the same as running covered advanced. So in my opinion, covered advanced is still better. So you can start running 100% HP and still get 20%. But if you want to play with low HP, you can run Rush Hour and it'll give you more. I personally don't like low HP builds. They scare me. I'm doing all the time. So I just run covered advanced. Now, even more details right here on the build, what you could do better with. We're going to make our way over to the gear workbench. Here, the gear workbench, again, we're going to talk about calibrations. So here in the calibration, you can get replace attributes right here. And you want to replace attribute. There's 2 attributes you can run that I don't personally have. but they are really good to run with this build. One is assault style right here, which give you that additional attack and lower your magazine capacity, right? So this could be good. You get more attack. It's all good with that. You want to run double elements on it. In my opinion, that's not the best. The best one you want to run, and the one you should be running, not this one, but you could, if you don't have the other ones, you can run this one to get the double elemental and, you know, additional attack. Having extra attack is always nice, but this is the best one right here. Rapid shot style. This one's for a sniper, so it's not going to show you fully, but basically you're getting that extra reload speed. That's going to help you so much. We have the reload speed for the Renegade, and now we're going to get 50% extra reload on top of that with this, with the double elemental. Is so good, so worth it. Constant DPS, run the barbecue glow, flame resistance, constant reload quickly, keep going, getting that constant DPS up with the pyro Dino is crazy. So please get yourself a rapid shot style calibration for this gun, double elemental. And another even more in-depth tip to make this build even go crazier: when crafting the armor, again, like the last build, you can change these leathers out, these rawhides. It's because replaceable for a reason. Replace them. The best one to do are going to be the rabbit fur and the wool fur. Rabbit fur right here gives you elemental damage, which is the one you want to go for. But if you can't get it, you also get wool with the status damage. That little bit goes crazy, and you do this for every single one of your gear pieces. Be sure to get elemental damage, get the status damage, go hunt it down, go find these furs on the boots, get the stamina ups, get the damage reduction ups. You can do this to make your build even pop off and even do more. So be sure to do that for you new players that play once human. Don't forget, you can change this. You can get the better boost. That it helps you. It goes a long way. Even another boost of a way to make this build even go crazier. Let's head to the kitchen. Here at the kitchen, shout out Lily with a dope stove. We're gonna go into here, and the first one you want to drink, you can do one drink and one food. You want to get the whimsical drink right here. It is so good. It's gonna give you the additional status damage of 25%. It is absolutely insane. If you're in the lunar article, you could go with shaved ice as well, which basically increases your debuff, which will be flame in this one. Its effect duration 20%, so it even goes even longer when you're doing the buffs on against bosses. So I'll suggest you do Stardust when fighting bosses, or you can do Whimsical if you got it, because you get these from the crates. They're super easy to get. Same with these, same with a bunch of them. You get so many of these things, it's actually crazy. But yeah, the Whimsical drink is the best drink to get. And the food, which I still haven't found yet, is going to be the fried hot dog. The fried hot dog is a food buff. Ups your status elemental as well. Really good food buff. Get the fried hot dog, whimsical drink, huge food buffs, lasts a while, go crazy. If you want to see more videos of these and you're enjoying the breakdown, let me know, man. Comment it, or if you don't even want to comment, just subscribe. If you're subscribed, I'm seeing the subscribers go up from this video. We're about to hit, again, like I said, we're right at 1K, crazy. That will show me, hey, y'all enjoy these build videos. We're going to keep putting them out. You are loved. You are amazing. I can't stress that enough. You are loved. You are amazing. You're doing great things. I hope you enjoy Once Human. We're going to be doing a lot more on the channel. We have those big updates on the way, including the mobile, man. So let me know if the build does good for you, man. Also, I did a lot of research. It took me a lot of time. So I hope it does good for you guys. Honestly, I'm enjoying the game a lot. So I hope you enjoy it too. But yeah, peace.